If you want to support the show, you can go to mwpnews.com/support, where you can pick up my latest book, Succession Planning, and all my other books that have previously been released on Kindle for only $2.99 each. Thank you. Good morning, and welcome to the Backlog Files. I am Adam. I have logged an ungodly amount of time in this game since this update has dropped, and of course we're talking about the 1.6 update of Stardew Valley. We've talked a lot about Stardew Valley since its release. We've talked about how I believe that the term Stardew-like should not be applied until we're years down the line from a game's release, and not just, oh, it's a farming simulator. Because the term farming simulator exists and kind of sums up what it is. And even Stardew, to an extent, is a, if we're going to call it anything, a Harvest Moon-like. It's an interesting game where you are a farmer, and for those who don't know, you're a farmer, and you get this farm from your grandfather when he dies, and you gotta go out and farm shit, and mine shit, and fish shit, and forage shit, and kill shit with a hammer. It's, or a sword. But whatever, you do that, you level up your stats, you become friends, you marry people, you help out the community center, or you can help out the corporation and get the community center turned into a warehouse. You beautify the town, you upgrade your house, there's all kinds of things to do. And I've said the term Stardew-like, which has been thrown around quite a bit, a plot that people have been using it as this is a game that has similar things and is, kind of the same in terms of, gameplay mechanic. I don't think that the term Stardew-like, and I've said this before, should apply to a game until we know how far out from release we're getting free content updates. Because here's the thing, and we talked about this, I think, with the 1.5 update that added in the Ginger Islands. The idea that Stardew Valley has released these giant content updates for free, consistently. Now, 8 years, it was 2016 when that game came out, maybe 2018. Either way, we're at least 5 years out from release. And there are still consistent, massive updates with just free content that get released. It's just, and the fact that this continues to happen from a team that's as small as the one that makes Stardew, I think it's still a one-person team. I think it still is just Concerned Ape who does it. If that's the case, either way, even if it is a team of a few people, the fact of doing these giant updates with all this new stuff, and let's talk about some of the changes here with this most recent update. Multiple festivals added to the game. The book system, which is an entirely new, balanced leveling system. The multiple fishing contests that are added in. The Squid Palooza, not Squid Palooza, Squid, the squid and the other one. I forgot the other fish is, but for those two things to be happening, and rework, characters, walking routes around them. The raccoons. It's just the amount of new stuff that is added, and then quality of life updates that make the game just easier to play and more fun. It is, one of the things that I really love, it's a small quality of life thing. The tab that lets you see how many hearts each of your animals has is such a useful small thing added in, because it lets you know when to sell your animals and get new ones. And also there's other things you can do with that too, to make sure you're petting everyone the same way that you have the social tab for the humans. It's such a small thing, but it's so helpful in just making sure you're doing everything you need to do on a daily basis. Let's see, what else is there? The new stuff in the wallet, there's new random events every day. In person, co-op, which is fantastic. Like I love the book system. And I don't think I've said that enough. There are new crops in this, a new farm type. Like there's so much new shit added that it's kind of just wild to me that this was a free update and not something that he could have paid. Because this is something where it's like between this and 1.5, this could have been paid DLC, but instead he released it for free. And he would have made bank. Because even if this was paid DLC, this is a larger update than most games get as paid DLC that is going down for free. And that's remarkable. Like, this is, and I think that, I have a feeling Stardew Valley is going to be my game of the year, with these updates, because it's one of those things where it's, you know, we don't limit out whether it can count DLC. I think, we're like, this is making this the definitive version of the game. And there are still things that are being updated. Like, has 1.6.3 dropped yet, where they're going to make it where you can have geodes processed? And which is huge, because it's like, yeah, there's a geode crusher, which I got pretty quickly, because I had the luck of my the event that lets you get the geode crusher happened relatively early. So I got that, but you can't use the Geo Crusher on what's it called, on the random, on the mystery boxes. So you still have to bring those to get processed. The issue is if you're having something upgraded, you can't do that. But in 1.6.3, they're going to fix that, so that way you can have things processed even while he's updating your tools, which is huge. Um, and the mystery boxes are great. The ticket system is great with all these other cool things you can get. The dehydrator is cool to get more valuable artisan goods. The same goes for the fish smoker, which is a worthwhile investment for people who are getting into the game. Like, get that recipe early on, because the fish smoker will make you so much more money because your fish retains the value. It doubles the value but retains the rank, where it's like it could be gold, silver, iridium, or iridium. Like, it retains that, so you're just doubling your money if you just throw a fish in there with a coal. It's worth it. It's a worthwhile investment, especially if you're doing a fish farm. Um, what else have we got? I feel like there was more that I definitely wanted to address with this. I haven't gotten into the raccoon quest, because I'm in year 2 now. I'm in spring year 2, and the tree has just fallen for the first time. Um, not not a great situation. So I'm still trying to get through that. But I've sunk almost 40 hours in this game, um, since it came out, because I've just been dialed in to playing this. This has been my I have some time, let me jump into Stardew Valley for a little bit game, which is also why this episode's so delayed, because I've gotten so into this game. Um, this will be hard pressed to be beaten for Game of the Year, I think, in 2024. Um, but yeah, we'll wrap up there for today. Our next episode will be next week with Pokemon Fire Red and Leaf Green. We still are going to do that Dune expansion, but I've been busy. We will eventually get to that. Until our next episode, have a great rest of your week.